Imagine this. You're faced with a crushing rejection. Your heart sinks, your confidence crumbles. But what if I told you that this very moment could be the key to unlocking your greatest potential? What if rejection wasn't your enemy, but your secret weapon? Stick around, because in the next few minutes we're going to dive into the mind-bending world of reverse psychology and the timeless wisdom of Stoicism to transform your rejections into rocket fuel for success. What's up, knowledge seekers? I'm Real Stoic, your friend, and today we're tackling a topic that might just flip your world upside down: how to use rejection to your advantage. We're going to explore this through the lens of reverse psychology and the profound teachings of the Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius. Now, I know what you're thinking. Using rejection to my advantage? That sounds about as fun as a root canal. But hear me out. By the end of this video, you'll have 13 powerful lessons that will change the way you view rejection forever. You'll learn how to turn those no's into your greatest allies, and how to cultivate a mindset so unshakable it would make a Stoic philosopher proud. So are you ready to transform your relationship with rejection? Let's dive in. Lesson 1. Embrace the obstacle. Our first lesson comes straight from Marcus Aurelius himself. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. In other words, the very thing that seems to be blocking your path is actually your path to growth. When you face rejection, instead of seeing it as a roadblock, view it as a challenge that's tailor-made for your growth. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can this rejection make me stronger? By reframing rejection as an opportunity, you're already using reverse psychology on yourself, turning a negative into a positive. Lesson 2. The art of indifference. Lesson 2 is all about cultivating indifference, not in a cold or uncaring way, but in the Stoic sense. Marcus Aurelius taught that true freedom comes from being indifferent to what you cannot control. Here's how to apply this to rejection. Instead of desperately seeking approval, adopt an attitude of calm indifference to the outcome. When you're not attached to a specific result, rejection loses its sting. Plus, this attitude often makes you more attractive to others. It's the classic want what you have paradox. The less you seem to need something, the more likely you are to get it. Lesson 3. The rejection muscle. Just like a muscle, your ability to handle rejection grows stronger with use. This lesson is about intentionally seeking out rejection to build your resilience. Try this. For the next week, make it a goal to get rejected at least once a day. Ask for things you normally wouldn't. Pitch ideas you've been hesitant about. Each rejection is a rep, building your rejection muscle. Soon, you'll find that rejection doesn't hit as hard, and you'll be more willing to take risks. Lesson 4. The Stoic pause. Marcus Aurelius emphasized the importance of pausing before reacting. When faced with rejection, take a Stoic pause. Count to 10. Take a deep breath, or even wait a day before responding. This pause allows you to respond rationally rather than emotionally. It gives you time to apply reverse psychology, asking yourself, how can I use this rejection to my advantage? Often, the most successful people are those who can calmly recalibrate after a setback, rather than those who never face rejection. Lesson 5. Redefine success. Here's a mind-bender for you. What if the real success isn't in avoiding rejection, but in how you handle it? Marcus Aurelius would argue that true virtue lies not in external achievements, but in our internal response to events. Redefine success as your ability to remain composed, to learn, and to persist in the face of rejection. This shift in perspective turns every rejection into a win. Either you get what you wanted, or you get a chance to practice your newly defined success. It's a win-win. The rejection reframe. This lesson is about reframing rejection not as a personal judgment, but as valuable market research. When you're rejected, it's easy to think, I'm not good enough. Instead, think, this particular offer didn't meet this particular need at this particular time. Use rejection as data to refine your approach. Maybe you need to adjust your timing, your presentation, or your target audience. By viewing rejection as feedback rather than failure, you're using reverse psychology to turn a negative experience into a positive learning opportunity. Lesson 7. The Gratitude Flip. Marcus Aurelius practiced gratitude even in the face of adversity. Let's apply this to rejection with the gratitude flip. After each rejection, force yourself to find 3 things to be grateful for about the experience. This practice trains your brain to automatically look for the positive in every situation, making rejections easier to handle over time. Lesson 8. The Rejection Challenge. Here's a powerful reverse psychology technique. Instead of fearing rejection, challenge yourself to collect rejections. Set a goal for a certain number of rejections in a given time period. This flips the script entirely. Now, instead of avoiding rejection, you're actively seeking it out. Each no becomes a victory, bringing you closer to your goal. And here's the kicker. In the process of collecting rejections, you'll inevitably stumble upon some unexpected yeses. Lesson 9. The Stoic Visualization. Marcus Aurelius practiced negative visualization, imagining worst-case scenarios to prepare himself mentally. We can apply this to rejection. Before entering a situation where rejection is possible, visualize the worst possible outcome. Really feel it. Now ask yourself, can I handle this? More often than not, you'll realize that even the worst-case scenario is manageable. This practice builds confidence and reduces anxiety, making you more likely to take risks and handle rejection gracefully. Lesson 10. The Rejection Diary. Keep a rejection diary. For each rejection, write down 1. What happened? 2. How you felt. 3. What you learned. 4. How you'll apply this lesson moving forward. This practice does 2 things. It helps you process the rejection emotionally, and it turns each rejection into a concrete learning experience. Over time, you'll have a personal guidebook of lessons learned from rejection, turning what could be a source of pain into a source of wisdom. Lesson 11. The Stoic Perspective. Shift. Marcus Aurelius often reminded himself of the vastness of time and space to put his troubles in perspective. Apply this to rejection. When you face rejection, zoom out. Imagine viewing this moment from a year in the future, or from the perspective of the entire human history. Suddenly, this one rejection seems tiny, almost insignificant. This cosmic perspective can help you maintain equanimity in the face of rejection. Lesson 12. The Rejection Role Model. Choose a rejection role model. Someone who's faced numerous rejections on their path to success. It could be a historical figure, a modern entrepreneur, or even a character from a book or movie. When you face rejection, ask yourself, what would my rejection role model do in this situation? This not only provides guidance but also reminds you that rejection is a normal part of any success story. It's not about avoiding rejection. It's about persisting through it. Lesson 13. The Stoic Acceptance. Our final lesson draws from the Stoic principle of accepting what we cannot change. Some rejections are simply out of our control, and that's okay. Practice accepting rejection with grace. Thank the person for their time and consideration. This radical acceptance often catches people off guard. They might even reconsider their decision. But more importantly, it preserves your peace of mind and leaves the door open for future opportunities. Conclusion. And there you have it, folks. 13 powerful lessons on using rejection to your advantage, straight from the playbook of reverse psychology and Stoic philosophy. Let's recap. 1. Embrace the obstacle. 2. The art of indifference. 3. The rejection muscle. 4. The Stoic pause. 5. Redefine success. 6. The rejection reframe. 7. The gratitude flip. 8. The rejection challenge. 9. The Stoic visualization. 10. The rejection diary. 11. The Stoic perspective shift. 12. The rejection role model. 13. The Stoic acceptance. Remember, rejection isn't your enemy. It's your teacher, your trainer, and ultimately, your ally in personal growth. As Marcus Aurelius said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more content on personal development and ancient wisdom. And here's a challenge for you. Share in the comments a rejection you faced and how you plan to use one of these lessons to turn it into an opportunity. Your story might just inspire someone else to embrace rejection as a tool for growth. Until next time, stay resilient, stay stoic, and keep turning those rejections into your secret weapon for success.